Yes, friends, now we have Lily, and Lily wants to open her own ice cream company. For that, of course, she would require a big land. She needs to raise the factory building, of course, the machineries, lots of cream, strawberries, and yes, she is definitely going to make very tasty ice creams. But from where would Lily get the funds? Now, my friends, let me introduce you once again the power of balance sheet, the power of profit and loss statement, the power of cash flow statement. And what do we call all these three statements? Financial statements. With the power of financial statements, Lily can induce a stranger to invest in Lily's dream. So, friends, if you have a dream, all you need is good accounting. With good accounting, you can have ice creams. And this is the case with Lily. Lily is going to make a dream come true with the power of the financial statement. How? Let's see it. Lily needs 100 million to make this happen. Lily will call her uncle. Uncle, I want to open an ice cream factory. Would you lend me some money? But 100 million, it's not easy. Neither her uncle, nor aunt, or brother, or sister, or family, I'm very sure they all would fall short of the amount. So, if you have a dream of doing a business, the first door you would knock is your family members, your friends. Yes, I have a plan, and yes, this plan will work. I have the profitability statement. I know the resources required to run this. But most of you would not have rich dads, or rich uncle, or rich relatives. So, whom would you go for money? The answer to this is strangers. Now, the main question is people who do not know you, why would they give money to you? In the present situations, people who know us for last 30 years, they are not willing to spend their money on our dreams. Why would a stranger put in his hard earned money on your dreams? The stranger would put because you convince the stranger with the financial statement, my friend. The financial statement is what they need. They would like to know the profitability, they would like to know the resources required, and yes, then they would make a fair judgment. Yes, I think Lily's ice cream company dream has got a merit. I would like to put in my money there. Yes, Lily, I would like to put in my money in your dream because I'm very sure you are going to make a huge amount of profit. And yes, I would invest. The moment I invest in your company, I become a business partner. So, Lily and me, we are business partners today. And yes, this ice cream business is doing wonderfully, tremendously well. So, you all know by the name of Walls. So, Lily is the founder of the ice cream company called Walls. So, friends, Lily needs 100 million to make this happen. From where can she get 100 million? How can Lily convince strangers to invest 100 million in her ice cream company? How can she convince strangers? That's the point. Lily needs to attract investors. And investors need to access to reliable financial statements. We would discuss in great detail about reliability, my friends. But right now, we are discussing just an overview. So, to attract the investors, investors need access to reliable financial statements, which Lily is going to provide. So, Lily is going to produce the financial statement. The number one is the balance sheet. Now, since you all are hearing this word balance sheet for the first time, let me introduce what balance sheet exactly is. It is the list of resources. What do we mean by list of resources? List of resources are those list of items which we own. Do I own a car? Do I own a factory? Do I own a land? Do I own a motorcycle? How much cash I have? All these are my resources. And you know what? These list of resources, in accounting terms, we call them assets. From where did these list of resources come to me? Was it my own, or did I borrow some money from outsiders to get the assets? If I borrowed some money for my resources, I am under an obligation to pay them. So, whatever obligations, my friends, I have, I need to pay it. And accounts, they call it liabilities. So, today, you know what assets are. The recording of assets started way back in Mesopotamia. They were listing their assets. How many goats I have, how many sheep I have. So, this is a very old practice. We all want to list our assets, and they are called resources. And if we need to pay it to somebody, that's an obligation. What is called? That is called liabilities. The second important statement, my friends, is the income statement. We all know what the balance sheet is. It's the resources and the obligation. Resources is equal to assets, obligations is equal to liabilities. Now coming to income statement. Income statement very clearly how much money does the business make. Every business is supposed to make some money. So how much money are you making? How much money did you make last year? What is your projection of the next year? If a future investor does not ask these questions, trust me, he will not be able to put in his hard-earned money. Now my question, my friends. The investor, imagine a situation when you want to be that investor. Would you be investing your money for the past of the business or for the future of the business? Of course. When you invest, you are buying that company. So you are actually buying the future of the company. And to take a decision about the future, which should seem bright to you, you would like to go deep down in the past. Let me check how much profit you made in 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 15, 16, 17. Yes, you can see the company is every year making profits, and the profits are increasing every year at 25%. Since you have seen the past 7 years profitable statement, the company is making money, you can make the wise decision. Yes, Lily, I would like to put in the money. Yes, Lily, we would expand this company and we would open ice cream parlors all over the globe. This is how investors put in their money. Now, let me discuss the third flavor of accounting, which is known as managerial accounting. Whenever you hear this word managerial accounting, two important words should strike your mind: inside, daily, one more word that is called secretive. The managers, the directors, they push the company towards profit. They push the company towards the goal, towards the mission they want to accomplish, towards the targets, to keep them going strong and steady. The fuel of the engine is good managerial reports, my friend. It's a daily decision task. It's a day to day, minute to minute, hour to hour affair. This is what the company people, right from top to the bottom, they all are working so that every moment the company can take and make right choice, right decision. Managerial report is all about detailed data. Point number one, detailed data. Let me compare instantly the managerial accounting with financial accounting. Do you guys think that financial accounting is detailed data? No, my friends. It's summarized. Balance sheet is summarized. Profit and loss is summarized. It's not detailed. When we put an account called salaries, we do not put in the name of Sita, Geeta, Anita, Vinita, Nikita. No, we don't do that. We just put salaries. But day to day affair, if Nikita is working very hard and we want to reward her, we need to have detailed information. If Vinita is not working good, she is very frequently absent from the office, do you think the organization is going to reward her? No. All these detailed information, you have 10 branches working with you and you want to reward the best branch, you need to have detailed information for that. So, to run the company in the smooth way, the operation should be absolutely crisp. You can take prompt decision. You need detailed reports every moment. These days we have online real-time basis reports are generated. So managerial accounting intended for people inside the business who are making daily decisions, my friend. Good managerial accounting is a competitive tool. You can win over your competitors, my friend. I will explain you shortly with a very vivid example. Let us take an example of accounting at two soup and salad restaurants. Generally, if you all know, in roadsides, you have similar restaurants side by side. Similar, okay? So, similar restaurants side by side, but they were following two different modes of accounting. So, we have restaurant one, very traditional, and they are following the financial basis of accounting. They are simply bothered about getting their bills paid. Okay, a customer ordered a tomato basil soup, a chocolava cake, and they're just interested. Okay, we have got our bills paid. They're just interested to pay the weekly payment to the laborers. That's it, not detailed reports. Restaurant 2, they want to track each and every data, item by item cost they have. They have details of sales by the time of the day. They have customers' demographics. They even know what are the frequently ordered combinations. Generally, it happens, no? If you ordered potato wedges, you also order a Coke. So they have full details. Now there is a competition between these two restaurants, my friend. Who do you think will win? The person with details, they know item by item cost. Since they know the cost, okay, tomato basil soup, 30% discount coupon. They know in the afternoon hours, very less customers are dropping in. So instead of employing 10 people, they would just employ 2. And they know that in the evening time from 7 p.m. to 12 p.m., there's a rush. Instead of employing 10, they would employ 15. They can give better customer service. They know the details about the birthday. So on the birthday, a message will go in. Hi Nancy, this is Pizza Hut. We welcome you on your birthday. Come along with your friend. Since it's your birthday, we give you one free pizza on the order of one large pizza. These things are happening every day. We know, we get messages. So, this is all about managerial accounting. Well, friends, since you do not have managerial accounting in your syllabus, I'm just giving you a brief overview. With the help of managerial accounting data, you can find out the product cost. It's so important to know the cost of the product because only after knowing the cost, you can fix up the price of the product. Let's say I know it costs 50 rupees for this pen and I have kept the price of 150 rupees so that when a situation demands, I give a discount of 30% and it does not affect me. I know my costing, I know how low I can stoop, how much discount I can give. I should know the break even analysis. Break even analysis, basically, what is my cost? If my cost is 2 lakh rupees, how much product I need to sell to get this 2 lakh rupees? Budgeting, it's so important. Before doing something, we should know in pen and paper before going ahead. We often do that when we plan a holiday trip with our parents. Papa comes and tells, see, I have a budget of 50,000 rupees. So we budget our tour. Okay, 3-star hotel, 2-star hotel, 3 days tour or 4 days tour. So budgeting, it's all about managerial accounting. Performance evaluation. We want to evaluate the performance of employees, different branches. So it's all about managerial accounting. We want to invest in some long-term projects. So we need to have a detailed data. We need to outsource a production. Let us not produce this buttons. We don't want to produce buttons. Let me outsource producing buttons. We want to add a new product line. We know that our black color shoes is quite hit. We want to add another line of brown color shoes. Or we are dealing with shirts. We want to deal with trousers. So adding a product line. So friends, we all know now the difference between financial accounting and managerial accounting. So guys, more about financial accounting. Class 11 students, get ready. I have already mentioned two very important persons, the lenders and the investors, who are the external users of financial accounting data. But there are many more users, my friend. Would you like to meet them? But before that, let's revise once again. Lenders. What is the question lenders ask? Will the loan be repaid? What is the current income? What is the existing obligations? What is the existing assets? Current income means you're right. They're talking about profit and loss statement. Existing obligations? Yes, you guys have got it right. Liabilities. Existing assets? The column of assets. Now coming to investors. Investors, they have always two questions. Is the business profitable now? And yes, if it is profitable today, does it have the same potential in the future or a better potential? If it has, Come on, let's put in our money. Now, let me take you to other external users of financial accounting data. CBSE students, you are often questioned on these matters. So get ready to earn some marks for your examination. Are you ready? Now, talking about suppliers. The first thing any supplier would like to know is, can you pay? A supplier is supplying a company of the products. Let's say a supplier is making this suit, a blazer. There are a lot of companies who get job work done from other companies. They put in their label and they sell the product. Let's say this product, a label of Louis Phillips, may be made by some other company, a supplier. So the supplier generally gives the product on credit. The supplier doesn't get immediate payment. So supplier is always thinking, can this person pay? Can this company whom I'm supplying my product, can it pay back? So it checks the health of the company by going through the financial statements. Next is customers. These days, companies, they give warranties. Imagine a situation, a company, a mattress company, and that mattress company is selling its mattress at a heavy price. General same quality you can get at 25,000 rupees, but that company is charging 37,000 rupees. And you know what they are proclaiming? We give you a warranty of 45 years. Now, as customers, we need to be sure whether this company is going to stay for next 45 years or not. Or they're just selling the dream. 45 years we give you warranty. After 10 years, that company is closed, shut down. So as customers, you would always be interested to know, will you be around in the future? How would you know this? By checking the resources, by checking how much cash the company has, by checking their balance sheet, by checking what they owe to others. If you see that they owe a huge amount, so you can very well decide, no, the financial health of this company is not good. They are in a crisis. They want to make money by just false promises. So this 40-year warranty is just a stupid or a false gimmick. And yes, I'm a person who can read balance sheets. So you cannot fool me. This 40 years is just a drama, my friend. This 40 years is just a drama. You, company, you're trying to fool me? No, never. Do you think without employees any company can function? It's very unfortunate that we do not record the value of employees in the balance sheet, which I'm going to discuss in the section called limitations of balance sheet. But right now, at least one thing which is clear between an employer and an employee is the salary. So, friends, the employee would always be interested to know whether this employer who has promised a huge amount to me, is he actually in the position to pay? So employees, they're very clever. They would keep on assessing. This company is in an absolute bad state of affairs. They already start looking for new jobs. So employees, they check the profitable statement. They know that this company is tremendously making losses for the last 3 years. It cannot survive for another 2 years. So they check, are you able to pay? Will you be around for a long term? If the company is not going to be around for a long term, better quit. Now, very important people, our competitors. Since our summarized statements are made public, anybody can download it from the website. Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Do you think Coca-Cola would be going through the financial statements of Pepsi? Of course they will. Coca-Cola would like to know where Pepsi is strong. Pepsi would like to know where Coca-Cola is strong. And of course, they would also analyze their individual weaknesses. Of course, financial statements are summarized reports. With whatever reports they have, they would like to analyze their strengths and weakness about their rival. Maruti would like to know about Toyota. How much sales in Mumbai, how much sales in Calcutta? Which is a better market? Maruti is doing extremely good in Delhi, but extremely bad in Calcutta. Toyota, so they know that Calcutta is not happy with the service of Maruti. They will market their brand in Kolkata accordingly. If they find out that the service provider, the service station of Maruti in Kolkata was not good, their advertisement would be, come to Toyota, buy Toyota, 3 years free service, or whatever, they can plan it better. So we are discussing who are the users of financial statements. We discussed about lenders, we discussed about investors, we discussed about customers, we discussed about employees. Now, government agencies. Why government agencies? There are a lot of business which are under the control of government. Oil and gas companies, government regulates it. So government would be keen to go through the financial statements. And yes, there are certain compliances which government wants to know whether this company has followed or not. So government would be keen to check the balance sheet, profit and loss, and cash flow statement of certain companies. Now, the politicians, my friend. Imagine a situation, a politician wants to make his comment on the textile industry. He wants to woo the voters. And that politician, Netaji, with the entire report of the textile industry, Netaji wants to impress, and Netaji comes with the statement, see, the textile industry every year is going down. The business of textile industry is going down. All my friends in the textile industries are weeping, crying. Why? Because the present government have allowed cheap imports from China. And Netaji is giving the reports. So even the politicians use the financial statements. Now, last but not the least, the press. Imagine a situation, press wants to report about an industrialist called Ratan Tata. So press has the access of all the financial statements and they can put in the figures of this gentleman called Ratan Tata and his business. Or imagine a situation. Investigation triggers. If a company says that for the last 3 years we have made unusual loss 70%, and which is really difficult to digest. So press, at times, they start their investigation. They come up with the different years of statement and this and that. So investigation triggers by the press using the financial statements. So friends, what are the three primary financial statements? I'm very sure it is absorbed in your genes by now. Sir, the three financial statements are the balance sheet, the income statement, and the statement of cash flows. Sir, but you did not discuss about the statement of cash flows. Okay, let me explain. It's very easy to understand. What is statement of cash flow? Statement of cash flow means statement of cash flows. Flows, flows, and flows. Flows. The flow can be in, the flow can be out. Cash flow means the flow of cash. The cash which is coming in, the cash which is going out. Now, time has come to give immense respect to people who framed the concept of the balance sheet 500 years ago. Hats off. You all should have immense respect for people 500 years ago who framed the concept of balance sheet. Are you ready? They framed the great accounting equation. What is that? Assets. We all know by now what is assets. We all know by now the recording of assets started way back. It's very common for human beings. It's very common for children also. They don't know the definition of assets, but children in your home, your younger brother, they all know for sure this is the list of my toys. They will fight with their cousin. No, no, mama gave this toy to me on my birthday. This toy belongs to me. We all have done this. This cricket bat is mine. This football is mine. So we all know what belongs to us and we make a list of it. What belongs to us, we make a list of it. The resources which we own, simply that is called assets, my friend. But the accounting equation, let us see this. Assets. If you have a building, you have a land, you have a car, these are known as assets. But from where these assets were financed? This equation is called the accounting equation, my friends. Whether these assets were your own, purchased by your money, if it is called that it was purchased by your money, we call it equity, my friends. Your money. Or whether we borrowed the money, simply put, the asset which you own, the car which you own, the land which you own, the building which you own, either it can be purchased from your own money and your own money is called equity. So the assets, if it is financed by your money, we call it equity. The assets, if it is financed by borrowing money, we call it liabilities. It's plain and simple. To explain this concept further with a very small example, imagine a situation. I go to my home and my daughter, my 12-year-old daughter, she shows me a 1000 rupee note. I would simply ask her, 1000 rupee note? Yes, I know it's an asset. But don't you think I would like to know from where did you get this? This asset, from where did you get this? So this is what is all about the accounting equation. We list our assets and we always try to find out what is the base support from which this asset was derived. If it was your own money, we call it equity. If it was borrowed money, we call it liabilities. And since it's borrowed money, it's your obligation to repay it back. So it is called borrowed money, it is called obligation, it is called liabilities. It all means the same. Yes, I know you have understood, but you all are keen to know the definition, so you can see the screen. Assets, resources, either owned or controlled by a company that will likely provide future benefit. Whatever assets you own, you know that it's going to provide you future benefit. If you are owning a toy, you know that yes, tomorrow after coming from school, you're going to play with it. If you're owning a motorcycle, you know that yes, this motorcycle is there for me to go to and from my work. You own a factory building, you own a machine, you know that yes, future benefit is going to accrue from it. So assets, once again, resources, either owned, the resources either owned or controlled. This we would like to skip at this moment in class 11. We would like to explain you about control at a later stage. Basically, to put it in a simple way, when you control certain thing, you act as an owner. If you are controlling certain thing, yes, it's under your control. So technically, you may not be the owner, but since the asset is under your control, you are going to derive the benefit out of the asset. So resources, either owned or controlled by a company that will likely, we can never be sure, likely provide future benefit. This is the definition of asset, my friend. Now, let's understand with few examples. Apple, the company Apple. The cash lying with the company, is it an asset? Yes. MasterCard, we all know MasterCard. MasterCard, what is assets for MasterCard? The loans which are receivable. MasterCard is given loan to so many lakhs and millions and billions of people. So for MasterCard, in their financial statements, loan receivables would be assets. So coming to Walmart, when you enter the building of Walmart, yes, Walmart owns it. Walmart owns the land on which you are standing. So yes, of course, the land, the building, the stock which Walmart has kept, it's all assets for Walmart. Delta, the company which owns a lot of aeroplanes. So aeroplanes are assets for the company called Delta. Delta Airlines or Indian Airlines, Indigo, whatever. So for them, the aeroplane is the assets.